Hey, Commander. You sure we're not punching Frost Legion?
Not unless they do something that crosses the line again. Not to mention the destroyers are getting worse.
Guess fighting on two fronts isn't the best plan. Let me know if you change your mind. Or if Aurene has any news.
As bad as we were afraid things could get, they're worse.
Jormag's been tapping at the window, so to speak, to get my attention.
What do they want?
Jormag loves to talk. I'm sure you've noticed. And I like talking to them. Maybe too much. Best not to answer.
I don't think Jormag's the ignore them and they'll go away type.
No, but easier to stay on guard with my champion beside me. All right. Let's see what they want.
Millennia with no one to talk to. I finally find a worthy interlocutor, and now you won't answer. You woo me, Aurene. Surely you too crave more stimulating conversation than mortals can provide. Unless... Oh, dragon of crystal and light. Do I intimidate you?
I promise you, that's not it.
You want Aurene on your side. Why?
You face the least of what Primordius will bring. The death and destruction will make mortal wars seem as dreams. So Primordius has to die. And when he is dead, I will be free.
So is it his death you want, or your freedom?
Would you remain bound to a monster? Kralkatorik's fate suggests not.
He was in misery. It was a mercy.
Ah, he's why you fear yourself. Kralkatorik was unworthy of your pity or remorse. And so is my brother.
You know Primordus so well. Why do you need the Asurus research?
There are impediments. We are two faces of a coin. We cannot truly see each other. Not directly.
This is between you and him. Fire and ice in opposition. Balance. A prism isn't relevant.
You really don't understand your potential. Your power.
I have the power to heal.
You break, you refract, you reshape. The beauty is the irrelevance. You are altogether new.
I decide my purpose, and it isn't to destroy.
You let the beast inflict wounds just so you can heal them.
Don't twist my words. I'm not a child. I will not be manipulated.
Well, even when you are determined to be contrary, Aurene, it's lovely to speak with you.
That's it? You'll take no for an answer?
I won't force her. That is not my way. I accept your answer. For now.
What are you...
Save it. They're gone. But in case you're wondering, they're not wrong.
I didn't ask your opinion.
Aurene, if there's no other option, will you act? Kill Primordus? Or Jormag if it comes to it?
I won't need to. There can be no balance if I get involved. Trust me, champion. There will be another way.
I should have seen it coming. Kid turned out to be more ambitious than I realized. He learned from the best. And you people pushed him. His warband, Cinder. That was your big mistake. You made it personal. Or smarter did. To Ryland, distinction without a difference. Come to check on my accommodations? Not to worry. Time of my life. Best cage I've ever been in. Plush. If you're here to gloat, though, you'll have to get in line behind the big blue dragon of my former protege. Trust is in short supply at the moment. I get it. Believe me, I don't trust any of you either. On the other hand, if anyone's trust has been abused, it's mine. Did I lie? Did I ever break my word? I told everyone exactly what I wanted and what I would do to get it. That kind of candor is rare these days. And what thanks do I get? Jormag screws me over, disfigures me, hands the reins to my blazing apprentice. So you can wipe that self-superior look off your face. I'm the aggrieved party here. You don't get to judge me. I don't know. You asked me before this, I would have said, no chance. No one mind controls Bangar Ruinbringer. But the way it played out, was there an inflection point, a specific moment when... If there was, I didn't know. I never felt for 1 second like my mind wasn't my own, but... I heard the whispers. Maybe that's all it takes. Funny thing, anybody mentioned whispers to Ryland? He genuinely seemed to have no idea what they were on about. He might have been the one person Jormag didn't whisper to. Yet Jormag chooses him. I think about that a lot. Jormag doesn't make you do anything. It doesn't have to. All it has to do is persuade you to want what it wants. And if you want it already, so much the better. No need for whispers. At this point, I think that's as much insight into Ryland's Steelcatcher as you're ever gonna get.
Just got word there might be some destroyer activity near Ebonhawk. Who do we have there right now?
There must be an allied faction somewhere nearby. I'll see what I can muster.
And I'm in the fields of ruin dealing with what's left of the renegades. I can lend support.
If I may. A heavily armed Char contingent approaching Ebonhawk with tensions being so high might be a bad idea.
You think tensions are so high they'd turn down help from their Char allies?
You're not just any Char, Krisha. You're an Imperator. And you'd be the first Imperator to set foot in that city.
Yeah, symbolism, fine. Do they want help saving their city or not?
Okay, Kaz, why don't you go to Ebonhawk first and soften the ground? Krisha, I'll meet you there.
Oh, how far we've come.
Commander, Krisha's securing the postern gate, but it's only a matter of time now.
The destroyers are attacking already? Did you manage to call for reinforcements?
I did. I received word of a number of allied factions in the area.
Yeah, but will they get here in time is the question.
Gotta trust them. But right now, we need to rally the locals.
They don't want to fight? It's their city.
They're just nervous having a Char Imperator fighting from the inside out.
It's been 10 years since we signed that treaty. How much longer are we gonna have to put up with this?
What dreadful business. They're on our side, Commander. But this is new to them. They just need a little push. Come on, let's muster the troops.
hope you're talking some sense into these humans. Destroyer activity's on the rise over here.
Hello.
I carry only the highest quality goods.
So, what brings you here?
Ugh, what a mess.
You seem friendly.
You should know I'm not all smile. What dreadful business.
What do you mean?
Commander, the postern gate's fallen. Fall back. Kaz, where are those reinforcements?
There, Krisha, look. More char. And enough ordnance to stop those destroyers in their tracks.
Nice work with the locals. Wasn't sure you'd be able to convince them I was here to help.
They weren't sure what to make of you. A lot of these people spent their lives trying to keep the Imperators out. But actions speak louder than words. And much louder than decade-old pieces of paper.
I'm done squinting at treaties. If they can't see what I'm trying to do with the char, they aren't paying attention.
They are paying attention. That's why they're fighting with us.
Our land, our rules.
Ready for the next one.
from the center of the stronghold! Thing dug right under our defenses. Come on, everyone. You want your city to fall to some overgrown bug?
Well, looks like they're retreating for now. Everyone all right?
The stronghold stands, at least for another day.
Yeah. They're lucky we were all nearby, or this would have gotten out of hand real quick.
These people trust you, Krisha. You saw how they fought by your side.
You helped. But the Treaty of Ebonhawk's 10 years old. It's time we moved past it.
Moved past it how?
Anyone can tear up a piece of paper, throw the world into disarray. We either trust each other, or we don't.
I think today was a step in the right direction.
There's more to be done. But I think you're right. Thanks, Kaz. Commander.
Yeah, they're a proud people. Survived worse than this. But even so, I hate seeing them constantly under siege. It sets the mind a certain way, always having enemies at the gates. First Char, then renegades, and separatists. Maybe after Krisha's dealt with the renegades and we've dealt with Primordus, Ebonhawk can finally, relax. Worried? No. It just needed to be handled properly. Ebonhawk. Aside from the separatists. I think they're ready to move on. Bangar was saying things that really scared these people, and Krisha used to be his second in command. We just had to remind them what Krisha was fighting for up in Drizzlewood. That helped a lot. Yes, quite a bit. She's been working to clear up the rest of the renegades in Bangar's dominion. I spent a lot of time with the Char in Drizzlewood, so Krisha asked if I could help finish what we started. It's important for human-Char relations that we very publicly, very loudly go after these groups. You saw today what kind of effect that can have. It's the difference between peace and war. It's worth it.
Sure. But if every Char needs to personally save this city before they can be trusted, we're in trouble. I know this was different. I'm an Imperator, that's a big step. But we can't be like this. We need to be better. If the Black Citadel was attacked and we called in the Ebon Vanguard, would they respond like I did today? I hope so. That's the only way this is going to work. Tying up loose ends. Now that Bangar's indisposed, Malice and I took a little tour of his office. He was covering his tracks, but Malice confirmed her suspicions. Bangar was bankrolling the renegades. We got information on their strongholds, power structure, who's loyal, who isn't, everything. Actionable intel. So I'm acting. Cut from the same cloth, that's for damn sure. Not surprised, considering the company Smoter liked to keep. Fortunately for us, she doesn't have the same aspirations that Smoter had. Connor's a tricky subject. Just saying you want the job can get you shanked. She knows better. Aside from that, the rank and file like her, and she's promoted loyal tribunes. Kindleshot'll do Iron proud, I think. The Char Legions are still the Legions. Warband as family. Warband above self. But it's clear we need stronger cohesion among the Imperators. Not sure we'd survive another Bangar. To answer your question, yes, the United Legions remain united. But that's short term. And that worries me.